listen, so let me get into this part of the show too, because I want to speak about MMA too. You know what I mean? Listen, people, when I come on live, I plan what I'm going to speak about, but sometimes people I just go with the flow. Listen, how you guys, you know what I mean? We know that Francis, fight coming up with Joshua, Anthony Joshua coming up next month in March, Saudi Arabia. Wow, and also Francis saying that after this he's returning to MMA. Listen, Francis, Mike Tyson, they're all in Saudi Arabia, and Francis saw his next so-called MMA fight. And man, listen, I don't know, people. It's gonna be a good fight. It's gonna be a blast. You know what I mean? Right now, Francis should be focusing on Joshua. That's gonna be a good fight. I mean, like I said, people, you know what I mean? My money's on Francis. I always bet on Francis. You know what I mean? I always bet on Francis. My money's always on Francis. I don't care what anyone say. My money's on Francis. I'm looking forward to see that fight. And I mean, I believe UFC made a big mistake. I believe UFC should accommodate Francis, but it was just their pride and ego. Through Dana White and UFC, they didn't want to accommodate Francis. But guess what? They accommodated Conor McGregor a couple of years ago. But that's double standard. But once again, you know what I mean, I believe Francis is going to make history. Take nothing away from Joshua, Anthony Joshua. He's a good boxer, but I don't think that the pressure and the force that Francis is going to bring is going to be too much. It's just going to be too much for him, man. And I don't think Joshua ever been hit. Anyone from Tyson. I don't think that he got hit like Francis Ngannou. You know what I mean? But again, taking nothing away from Anthony Joshua, he's a good boxer. I'm looking for him to establish a jab. You know what I mean? But the thing is, man, Ngannou switched and his stance, people, his southpaw is deadly. So what I mean, Joshua gonna have his hand full. It's gonna be a good. I believe it will be a good competitive fight. But I just believe that the dog in Francis. I just believe his heart, the urge to emerge from a difficult situation, just to overcome, I mean, the endurance, not giving up, not quitting, it's just I just think the pressure he's gonna, bring, and it's gonna be a lot on Joshua. And right now, listen, the pressure right now is on Joshua. Listen, let's keep it real. No one expected Francis to go this far in boxing. No one expected Francis to go in a boxing match with the champion Tyson Fury, and came out victorious. He won that fight, people. No one expected that. So now, it's a different twist. It's a different twist on it, because listen, all I know is that Joshua be ready, because Joshua cannot exchange. Joshua cannot stay in the pocket with this man. Joshua have to try to box Uganda. If not, he's going to be destroyed. And even if he trying to box him sooner or later, because let me tell you something, I see training of Francis, man. I see him sitting down his punches. People, it's dangerous. It's a dangerous fight for Joshua. People, it's a dangerous fight, and I am going on record today. I am going on record today, Wednesday at 2:40 p.m. in the afternoon, Wednesday 28th of 2024. I, Wesley of YARDCHAT, host of YARDCHAT, is going on record. I believe Francis Ngannou will knock out Anthony Joshua in the third round. I'm going on record. I believe and I predicted that Francis Ngannou will knock out Anthony Joshua in the third round. Yes, I said it. And if and listen, people, if it doesn't go that way, I will come on social media and say, you know what? Hey, it is what it is. And I have no problem doing that, people. But right now, I believe, I believe the pressure is on Joshua. I believe all the pressure. I don't think Francis Ngannou have anything to prove. Yes, he have something to prove, but I mean, when I mean to prove, I don't think he really have anything to prove. You know what I mean? He crossed over, he did well. You know what I mean? And we're gonna see his next MMA match coming up in the next couple of months. We will see that. We watch and wait and see. People, thank you for joining your chat this afternoon. Thank you. Listen, people, subscribe to this channel. Thank you again. Just keep Wendell Williams in prayer. But again, thank you again. Thanks for all the subscribers and that coming on. Thank you again.